I'm Kevin and my wife Johanna Kowalski, and we're excited to share with you our church planting journey. We both grew up outside of Cleveland, Ohio. For me, I grew up without any kind of faith. I didn't want anything to do with Jesus, and I kept the church at a strong distance. My love was football. I grew up playing football. I ended up having the opportunity to play at the University of Toledo. After the University of Toledo, I got a chance to go and play with the Dallas Cowboys. I was on the roster a couple seasons. I got some playing time, and I had great success. And yet life still wasn't fulfilling. It was about this time that I ended up having an injury that led me into a chiropractor's office who loved me and discipled me, caused me to recognize I didn't just have a physical injury and a physical need, but a spiritual need as well. And it led me to give my life to the Lord. Shortly after coming to know the Lord, I sensed a call toward ministry. And it was during this time that football door began to close and my career came to an end. I went back home to how to kind of regroup and figure out some next steps. I got the opportunity to meet my wife, Johanna. We started dating and got married a couple years later. And it was after that we decided we'd actually move back down to Texas for me to go to seminary and begin to really grow as a pastor. We got connected to a Rock Point church, and we have absolutely loved being here for 5 years in various roles. And it was about 3 years ago that the Lord started setting in our hearts this idea of potentially moving back to Cleveland, Ohio to plant a church.
Kevin brought the idea of church planting to me, and I quickly affirmed him and shared that I felt like it made a lot of sense. I kind of had that light bulb moment and felt God's confirmation on it.
I took it to our leaders here who are very supportive. And although we thought at some point we might get a red light, the Lord has just continued to show us that that's the next step He has for us on this journey. So in the spring of 2024, we'll be moving back to Cleveland, Ohio. We will be partnering with Renew Communities, where we will be doing a year-long church planting residency to prepare to plant CrossFields Church in 2025. We'll be inviting people in our home. We'll be starting a missional community. We'll be intentionally missional with everything that we're doing, engaging people where they live, learn, work, and play. Simply put, we want to be about loving God, serving others, and making disciples. We want to see the gospel of Jesus Christ transform individual hearts, leading to the transformation of homes, workplaces, communities, and the world.
One of our hopes with CrossFields Church is to make an impact on children and families so that we can see the gospel make transformative impact from generation to generation.
So for those of you who would want to come alongside us on this journey, we ask you to join us in a variance of ways, through prayer, through giving, through networking, or even in joining us in Cleveland.